Oh, I chose a career in science because ever since I was very young, I was always very curious about particularly how living things worked. I used to look at little animals when I was a kid and be wondering about how the blood coursed through their veins, how their little hearts beat. And I know that worried my parents at some points, I'm sure. So I was naturally always very into biology and chemistry, and I went on to study biochemistry because I wanted to understand how everything worked down to the chemical equations that explained them. I've always been passionate about the world around me, so it was a natural course for me to follow, a career in science. I'm very privileged at the moment that I can sort of live out my science dream as such on television by meeting the scientists that are at the top of their field in whatever areas we are looking at to answer certain questions. So it's been a real privilege. And I'm learning so much. So I'm basically getting to answer a lot of the questions that I've always had, with a great company making hopefully a show that will remain popular. So that's the best part of it. We also do road shows with Bang Goes the Theory where we meet the general public, and that actually is my favorite bit because you're meeting the young scientists of the future, children that still have this inherent passion about the world around them. They want to know how things work. They have beautifully creative ideas. So to bounce off ideas with them is a real treat, and it's very exciting to see that passion is there. It's just our job as scientists to keep that passion ignited and to make sure that they continue that curiosity into adult life, really. The main thing that that struck me when I was going through the script is how wonderful it is that the IET are celebrating the outstanding engineers and technicians of the present day, and oh my gosh, it's wonderful because it's from around the globe as well, and there's so many very worthy recipients, but also rewarding the students that are excelling. And for me, working on Bang Goes the Theory and wanting to kind of pass on that passion to the younger generation, it's wonderful to see that the IET is rewarding that as well. So it's a beautiful amalgamation of the engineers that are inspiring us today and the students that are coming up the ranks that will continue in that tradition. So yeah, it's very impressive to see the wide array of awards and recipients coming from all around the planet. Yeah, it's great. I think all that we have to do as scientists, as engineers, as technicians, is just to continue with what we're doing, really. I know that it has been very prevalent that we have a problem with women getting into engineering and technology, but I think as long as we continue to celebrate the women that are doing well and communicate that to others, to young and old, I think, to me, it's a natural progress with anybody who's passionate that they will go into a career in engineering and technology. So for me, it's just continuing with these fabulous awards and continuing to communicate as much as we can the wide array of careers that are available. It's very much a cliche that people think, ooh, scientists, they work in labs, ooh, engineers, they work on an oil rig, and that's it. There's so much more to it than that. It's all about being passionate about how everything works around you. So as long as we continue to communicate that and reward the amazing achievements of our women engineers, I think we're on the right track.